رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا وحبيب قلوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتجبين. To continue with the ahkam of fasting, if someone would like or intend to stay in a town that is not his town, his hometown, to stay for 10 days, what are the rules? For how many exact days he has to stay? If the person enters, there are three scenarios. When we say 10 days, what do we mean by 10 days? If someone enters a city or a town to stay in that city, intend to reside for 10 days or longer, if he enters that town at night, he would not count from the night that he entered. Rather from Salat al-Subh, the prayer of Fajr, when he does that, from that time he counts. He counts 1 day, 2 days, until he finishes 10 days. By sunset of 10 days, then he's able to leave. So you're with me? From dawn till the sunset of 10 days. That's in case he enters the city the night before. If he enters the city right on dawn, meaning that it is Fajr time and he arrives the city. When he arrives at the city, again, he will make the same intention and counts from dawn until the sunset of 10 days. Let's say if he enters the city in the middle of the day, not at night and not during the dawn. He enters 10 a.m., 12 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m. How does he count? He started counting from today. But that day will be number 1. He finishes until day 11, not day 10, day 11. Like renting a car. When you rent a car, they tell you for 10 days, you have started from day 1 until day 11, you return the car, right at a specific time. You do the same thing. If you enter at 2 p.m., you count 2 p.m. until day 11. At 2 p.m., you are discharged, you can leave the city. So here are the three scenarios. Are you comfortable with this, inshallah? Okay. Now what about if someone who enters the city decides to stay for 10 days, but later on he changes his mind? Before 10 days, he would like to leave the city. What does he do? Does he break the fasting or would continue? What is the regulation here? The ulama, the scholars say, if you have performed the prayer that constitutes a 4 rak'ah, meaning Dhuhr, Asr, or Isha. If you have not done any of those yet, for example, you came by noon, and you have already done your Dhuhr and Asr before you entered the city. You did Maghrib, but before that, before Maghrib, you decided not to stay 10 days. You had decided already, but then you change your mind. If you have not performed a prayer that constitutes a 4 rak'ah, you can change your intention and pray, as a qasd. But if you have already prayed any prayer that constitutes 4 rak'ah, meaning Dhuhr, Asr, or Isha, that's it. You need to continue with the 4 rak'ah prayers until you leave the city. The same thing with fasting. Once you started praying the 4 rak'ah of prayers, your fasting also should continue until you leave the city, even if it's after 3 days or 5 days. So are you with me? Your intention prior to 4 rak'ah prayers, you can break your fasting and break your prayers into half. But if you have already prayed a 4 rak'ah prayer, you cannot do the breakup. You have to continue with the regular, prayers and complete fasting. Now, again, according to the ulama, to the scholars, there are 4 places that a traveler can do the prayers complete. Not fasting, the prayers. Pay attention to these. Meaning, if you go to those 4 places, you can do the prayers in a complete way. 4 rak'ah, for example. What are those 4 places? Number 1, Masjid al-Haram. If you go to Masjid al-Haram and you want to stay for 2 days, you can. It's not you have to. You can do either way. Either a short form of the prayers or the long form, or you do the 4 rak'ah. Now, Ayatollah Sistani say the entire city of Mecca. If you are in the city of Mecca, even if you are a traveler, you can do your prayers 4 rak'ah. So this is number 1. Number 2, Al-Masjid al-Nabawi. It is the masjid of the Prophet, peace be upon him. In the masjid itself, you can do 4 rak'ah if you want, instead of 2 rak'ah. By the way, it is recommended also for the travelers, and this is only for an advisory fasting, not a compulsory fasting. Someone who went to Medina, specifically has been stated for the Medina, for the city of the Prophet, on Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays. Anyone who stays there, they can do fasting, even if they are travelers. So this is an exception to the traveler rule. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday only. Those are the days. If any traveler is in the city of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he can do this fasting. So number 2 is the mosque of the Prophet. He can do his fasting in complete way. His prayers in complete way. Number 3, Masjid al-Kufa. You know Masjid al-Kufa? It is the masjid in Kufa, not the shrine of Amir al-Mu'mineen. In the shrine of Amir al-Mu'mineen, you can't. Only in Masjid al-Kufa. You can have your prayers as 4 rak'ah. And the last one is the shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. It is called Al-Ha'ir. You know what Al-Ha'ir is? This is a very long story. I will make it short for you. During the time of Abbasis, some of them were hostiles, or all of them were hostiles to Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. But some of them, they would declare it, like Al-Mutawakkil al-Abbasi. He was a Nasibi. During his time, he destroyed the shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam 11 times. 11 times during his era. One of the times, what he did, he removed the entire grave and put plants and crops in the area, so can completely disclose the can conceal the grave, so people would not know where the grave is. He brought bulls, the bulls to come and fix the land. When the bulls got to this space, to this place, they did not move forward, they stopped. He did everything, the bulls never moved. Until what he did, he opened the water of Euphrates River to come and just swamp the entire area. The land of Imam Hussein alayhi salam is like a valley. So when you drop water, water comes straight to this valley. The water came close to the grave of Abi Abdullah al-Hussein in a proximity of 12 meters, and it started to circle around the grave of Abi Abdullah al-Hussein. Therefore, it's called Al-Ha'ir, the wanderer. The water became wanderer. This is the miracle of Abi Abdullah al-Hussein. Therefore, the ulama say in that area, specifically in that area, for 12 meters distance from the shrine, from the tomb of Imam Hussein, anyone who's there can do his prayers in 4 rak'at instead of doing us. So those are the 4 places. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.